Okay. All right, so I'm gonna make a triangle. I'm gonna use the direct selection tool and I'm going to copy and paste. I'm gonna put it right under here. And I'm gonna use Shift and then pull at the corner to make that bigger. And that is proportionate. And then I'm gonna copy and paste. I'm gonna make it bigger. Okay, and what I can do with this so that I don't have a bunch of different layers is I can click Shift, hold Shift and then click the next object, and then hold Shift and click the next object. And then I'm gonna do Object and Group. And this will stay with me wherever I go. Or I'm gonna Shift Z, undo. Or I can do Object Ungroup. Oh, it's already ungrouped, but you can do that. And I can click one object, Shift, hold Shift, click, hold Shift, click. And let's see, in Windows, it will be Pathfinder. Okay. So you can find it, if you don't have it shown, it's either Line or Pathfinder. So I'm going to hit this shape, which hits Unite, and you can see it is all one shape. Okay, I'm going to make a little, I'm going to switch this to the rectangle tool. I can make a little bottom. I'm going to change the color to brown. And then it's over top, but that's fine. We are going to go Windows and Layers. Where are my layers? Oh, okay. It put it over here. I'm not sure why, but okay. So with this little arrow, I'm going to take that down. So the brown is on top of the tree. So I'm going to click and drag it underneath the tree so that it is underneath the tree. And V is direct selection tool. That is the hotkey. So I'm going to shift, click the object, and then I'm going to hit Control Group or Object Group. And so I have a tree. I'm going to make that bigger. Workspace is so big. Okay.
I do love layers. If you're used to designing in only something like Publisher,
Oh.
you know, if you only have Publisher like I do at work, you just put objects up above other objects, and it's easy to get lost of where things are. Whereas here, you can divide it into layers. You can see the little pictures of what is everywhere. It's so much easier to organize.
Absolutely. And if you want to add a layer, sorry, all this Zoom stuff is in my way. You can hit the square with a plus sign, and that will add a layer, and it has a different color. So if you see, this is out, let me zoom in. This is outlined in blue so that you know it is on the blue layer. So I'm going to go into the red layer, and it is outlined in red. So you know exactly where it is. Also, you can, right next to the eyeball, if you click it, that will lock the whole layer so you cannot interact with it, which is good if you are messing with below layers and you don't want to touch anything. And the eyeball, if you just click it, it'll take it away. But also, this little arrow here shows you that it is a grouped object. So if you click in here, you can see all the different parts. So that's good to know. Oh, and also, if you click on the object, this little blue came up, so you know exactly where that object is in the layers. So a little fun with layers. Oh, and if you double click it, you can rename the layer if you so choose. But I'm going to delete that layer because I do not need it right now. Okay, so, oh, also if you click and drag, you can select whole objects, which is fun. So I'm going to click and drag, and I'm going to copy, paste, just a few trees. I'm not gonna make as many as I did on the on the thing. I went a little crazy with the trees. But you can just keep copying, pasting, and you got a forest. And then you can click and drag and select all of them, and then Control G or object group, and now they are all grouped together. And that's good because if you want to put a layer behind it, you can hit copy and paste the whole layer, and you can have a layer in front. And then if you want to put it in the back, you would open up the layer and put that layer of trees in the back. And you can make these smaller if you want. Oh, these are the bigger ones. Okay. Awesome. Oh, and if you click on this layer, you can click the, what is it? Oh, I did not make that a spot color. Oh, I was going to show you how the spot colors work. But oh well. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so then I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I am, however, going to use the pencil tool and drag out. Let's see, I'm just going to make a rough, lovely mountain. This is a tool where you can make any shape you want, and if you connect it, it will make a shape.
Do you have it set to a certain amount of smoothing? Because with the pencil, it was really, really bumpy, and it just smoothed it out very nice.
No, I think everything in that in this program has a smoothing.
It just says that.
Yeah.
Because it made it look really good. Good. This is Bob Ross stuff going on.
Oh yeah. I have done a Bob Ross actually.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. And then I can take the direct selection tool, move it however I want, and I can make another mountain. Doesn't matter how that looks. Same color. Awesome. Put that behind the trees. Okay. All right. So here I can show you more about the anchors and the handles. So I'm going to hit the A key for direct selection tool. And you can tell if you have one anchor selected, if it is filled in or if not. So I want to make this a little smoother. So there's too many anchor points here. So I'm going to hit the minus key. And if you want it smooth, if you have a bunch of anchor points like real close together, you can take them off, and it just makes it easier to move around. Okay, don't want that one. And don't want those. Okay. And then I'm going to hit A again for the direct selection tool. I'm going to take that one out. And the anchors will make it more round. I want a nice smooth mountain. And I can make that one go a little bit down. Oh, and the farther the handle goes, the more the smoothing will be going in that direction. So it will take a little bit to get used to, and that's fine. Oh, good note. Do not panic click because you will get lost. Adobe Illustrator is definitely a program where you need to be patient with yourself and the program. Let's see. Okay, that's a general mountain. Let's see. Okay, I am going to put a rectangle. I'll put that, let me do it halfway down the trees. I'm going to show you some gradients. I'm going to a little bigger. And I am going to make that here orange. That's fine. I'm going to put that behind everything. And this is the gradient tool. So if you double click it, not sure why everything's showing up outside. Okay. And you can click here and then add a color to, I don't know if you can see here. So this is where the gradient is going. You can make it a radial gradient. So it'll come from the center, or you can have it however you want, I guess. But for right now, we're just gonna look at the radiant. So the square, you can make it bigger or smaller. You can also rotate how it's gonna go. And you can delete some of the colors because I don't want black. I'm going to, let's see, I want some red. Okay, I'm gonna add some red here. And you can move these colors around so that it does not mesh as well. And this little diamond shows you how close or far the colors go to each other. And I'm going to move that because I can't get to there. There we go. I'm gonna make it bigger. And I'm gonna make this color yellow. Okay. And sometimes Illustrator is fussy. There we go. All right, so you can make a little radiant. Okay. All right, so we got a little sun action going. All right, so the mountains don't look great. They're just kind of flat. But what you can do is you can keep the shape of the mountain, and in the eraser tool, there is scissors, and there's also, let me actually change the, might change the workspace. I don't like this. Okay, there we go. There should be, oh, this little slice tool. Now you have to make sure that you click on the object before you slice anything, otherwise it's not gonna slice it. So all you're gonna do is make sure you select the object, slice tool, and you, oh, no, that is not it. I used the wrong tool. Nope. I swear I know what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, selected. Okay, knife tool. So you can and it will separate the objects. Now you have to click away, and then you can just select that object, and then you can make it white or however you want, and then you have tops and mountains. Do that to this one. It would be the slit knife tool. Knife tool. Make sure you click off and then click the individual object. Make it white. Okay.